What is going on, guys? Welcome to the nutrition video. Got the whiteboard behind me. We are going to be using it, and before I get into this, I want to talk about the importance of tracking calories and just energy balance as a whole. So some of you are probably vegetarian, maybe you're gluten-free, maybe you have celiacs, maybe you have other kind of food allergies, or you're vegan, or whatever your beliefs are. I don't want to get into the details of different diets. I want to get into the general idea of how to gain or lose weight, whatever your goals may be. Maybe you want to increase lean muscle mass, or probably a lot of you want to decrease body fat, which all of us do. So I'm going to show you scientifically how exactly to do that, but I want you to eat in a way that's enjoyable for you and something that fits with your lifestyle. In another video, I'm going to talk about specific diets and what might work for you and what might not, but no diet will work for you unless you get this right, the energy balance right. So what exactly I mean by that is that energy balance is what determines whether weight is gained or lost. So how to calculate that is very, very easy, but the general principle of this is having a general understanding of what exactly the caloric content of most of the common foods that you eat on a daily basis are. You just have to have a general idea. Now, I think that you should track your calories for a week. In fact, I want you to. This week, you're going to track everything that you eat. Is this a sustainable way to do it? No, it's not. But how else are you going to know? How else are you going to get that general idea of what you're eating unless you start tracking? So whenever you buy things, read the nutrition labels. Whenever you go out to eat, get it on MyFitnessPal or whatever tracking app you might use. I'll link up some below as well. But having a general idea will help you determine what exactly you're eating, because you can't track what you don't know. And once you're educated on what exactly you're eating, then we can tweak things slightly to be a little bit more geared towards your goal and get whatever body composition you want. So let's go through this, guys. Energy balance. Balance. 101. So we're going to figure out my calories that I would want if I want to lose body fat. And then we're going to go through it if I want to gain lean muscle. So right now I weigh 175 pounds. 75 libs. So this is my weight. So we're going to multiply the weight by your activity factor. So this is anywhere from 11 to 15. So your activity factor is determined by 11. Maybe you have a job where you sit all day, you're not really that active, you don't really get up, go for walks or work out, you have a pretty sedentary lifestyle. Then it would be 11, 12. Or if you're a construction worker, or you have all kinds of stuff going on, you're always moving, you're always burning calories, some sort of active lifestyle, then you'd be more on the other side, so 14, 15. For me, I'm going to go 14 because I am always moving, but probably for most of you, it would be 13, maybe 12. So my body weight times 14 equals 175 times 14, 2,450 basal metabolic rate. So that's how many calories I will need on a daily basis to stay the exact same. So that's what I eat generally, give or take, just to stay the exact same in my body composition. Now, if I wanted to lose weight, I would subtract anywhere from 500 to 250 from that number. So let's go 350. So that equals, for fat loss, 2,100 calories per day is what I would be aiming for fat loss. Why I chose anywhere from 500 to 250 is because you don't want to go too high, because if you go too high, you risk tapping into your muscle stores. You don't want to lose lean muscle. You want to really target the fat stores. You don't want overall weight loss. You want fat loss. Now there's a big difference between the two. So to target fat loss, we need a slight deficit. This is called a caloric deficit. So 2,450 calories is what I would need to stay the same. So I'm going to eat in a deficit of 2,100 calories per day in order to burn body fat and use my body fat as fuel for the day. I'm going to make sure that I get adequate amount of protein. I'm drinking water. Whoops. I'm drinking and I'm eating a balanced meal. Like, I'm not going crazy one way or another. It's sustainable for me and my lifestyle. That's what we want, guys. So let's say I wanted to gain lean muscle mass. 2,450, my BMR, plus anywhere from 250 to 500 calories. Let's again go on the safe side, right in the middle, 350. So if I'm bulking, if I wanted to get, bulk up a little bit, I'm going to eat, so bulking, 2,800 calories. So that's 350 calories more than my basal metabolic rate. I'm gonna start increasing lean muscle mass. I'm gonna get a little bit bigger. So this is generally how you're gonna gain or lose weight. This is the number that you need to figure out your basal metabolic rate. Now don't worry guys, there is a downloadable tracking sheet down below and information guide to help you print off. You put it on your fridge, you put it on your work cork board, whatever it may be, just to give you a general idea. But you need to understand this number and know if you should eat below or above it depending on what exactly your goals are. Now, like I said, how does actual foods fit into this number? This is where tracking this week will be key. You need to understand what exactly you're eating. You might be very surprised that some healthy foods have a lot of calories, like avocados, a lot of oils, olive oil, things like that. I have a lot of clients who have a hard time losing weight and they claim to eat healthy, but they're drizzling and dousing olive oil on everything. And yes, I don't think it's a bad oil. It is healthy, but it contains a lot of calories. And calories determine whether weight is gained or lost, if we're taking emotional and stressors aside. So if you're over this number, your basal metabolic rate, you're gonna gain weight, you're going to gain fat stores. If you're under that number, you're going to lose weight, you're going to lose body fat. It's just energy balance 101. It's something that you need to understand. So for this week, guys, your task is to track everything you eat. Keep a food journal. There'll be a trackable sheet down below. But you can use whatever system you want. You can use MyFitnessPal, there's On The Regimen, there's a lot of good tracking apps out there as well. But just have a general understanding. And the reason why I want you to do this is because going forward, you're gonna have a general idea of what you're eating, and you're generally going to know what exactly you should be eating, what exactly you shouldn't be eating going forward for your specific goals. What I mean by that is if you're going out and you know you're under your calories for the day, you might be able to eat a couple more things than you usually would. Or if you know you're kind of over your calories for the day and then you go out, you might have to eat a little bit lighter so you don't gain as much weight that day. So understanding that to make it more of a lifestyle approach is key, but you first must track in order to understand what you need to eat and what you don't need to eat.